First, here at 6, we are learning more about the moments leading.
Oh, what is up? What is actually cracking? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Salute to everybody out there, man. We are in the building tonight, man. We are in the building. Team Money in the building. Tom Space in the building. Team Money in the building. Tom Space in the building. Everybody salute all you guys, man. Oh crap! Don't tell me I forgot again. I forgot again. I forgot again. I forget this every day, man. To change this shit. I forget to change this shit every day. I forget to change this shit every day. But yeah, I got the mouse situation fixed, and then the keyboard stopped working. I got the mouse situation fixed, and then the keyboard stopped working. Ain't that a mother? Ain't that a mother? I just went and got an external mouse, but now the keyboard stopped working. So now I gotta use the all screen keyboard, man. I need to get me a new computer, man. I need to get me a new computer, man. I need to get me a new computer, man. Uh, I need to get me a new computer, man. no, no cap, bro. No cap. But at least the mouse works now. So the mouse works with the mouse works, but the keyboard don't work. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. I live a crazy life, man. I live a crazy life, man. I live an absolutely crazy life, yo. Salute, man. You hit the comments on the screen, man. Uh, I don't know what's going on. Anybody in here? Anybody in the building? If you want to watch, man, yeah. Anybody in the building, man, you are allowed to watch. Shout out to Gouch Below, man. Gouch Below in the building, man. Gouch Below in the building. That's what's up. I need, We got a great we got a great we got a great show for you guys, man. I mean, a great show for you guys. A great show for you guys. A great show for you guys, man. One of the, I had a I wasn't expecting the keyboard to stop working, but this is a janky computer. Shout out to my man Net User, man, on OpNationNews.com. On OpNationNews.com, man. Shout out to him, man. He said he told me some good stuff yesterday. I just didn't see it in real time because my mouse was fucked up. I couldn't even watch the chat on the other channel, man. I couldn't even watch the chat, man. I couldn't even watch the chat, bro. I couldn't even watch the chat, man. It was just a rough day, man. But you know what they say, the sun will come out tomorrow. They say the sun will come out tomorrow, my man. You know what they say, man. They say the sun will come out tomorrow. With more Afro than Rollo coming to a fork in the road, which way to go? Just follow. Fact, meth is a hard act to follow. In fact, meth is a hard act to follow. Salute to Eastwood and Farms, man. Let's go ahead and get cracking, man. Let's go ahead and get it cracking, man. The hell with this stuff, man. I ain't waiting on nobody, man. Yeah, man. Let's go, man.
First, here at 6, we are learning more about the moments leading up to a deadly crash that tore through Ybor City early this morning. 4 people were killed, 11 others were injured. Investigators say the 22-year-old driver was speeding through downtown before he slammed into a crowd outside of Bradley's on 7th. Fox 13's Regina.
And these was all white people. I saw the footage, man. I saw the raw footage online. I can't show you that here. I saw the raw footage of this. Oh my god! You guys know that I witnessed one of these. You guys know that, right? In Charlottesville, right? We talked about that, right? Press 1 if you remember that episode. We talked about that. I witnessed one of these, man. That shit is horrific, dog. This shit is horrific. This shit is horrific, dog. The injuries. This shit is awful, man. This is some awful shit right here. When somebody runs a car into a crowd. This shit is horrific. Okay? That kid right there, man. I seen the footage is on Twitter. The footage, the actual footage of everything in the aftermath and all that. That shit is sad, man. Them people didn't even have a chance. They didn't even know it was coming. A lot of these people aren't even aware that it's
Fox 18's Regina Gonzalez shows us new video shared on social media showing the chaos that unfolded seconds after the impact. And a warning here, some of the video might be hard to watch.
It's difficult to watch. Cell phone video posted just minutes after the crash shows first responders rushing to help victims along 7th Avenue. Moments after a speeding car plowed into the front patio of popular late night spot Bradley's on 7th. The identified driver behind the wheel.
Of course, it was the fucking sun turd, man. Of course, it was a sun turd. Of course, it was a sun turd. Turd Davies. Of course, it was Turd Davies. Jeez.
22-year-old Silas Sampson of Dade City, who's now been charged with 4 counts of vehicular homicide and 4 counts of aggravated fleeing with serious bodily injury. According to Tampa police, the situation began around 12:30 a.m. when their air service spotted 2 cars driving recklessly near Hannah and Nebraska Avenues. Officers say one of those cars, later identified as Sampson's, got onto I-275 southbound and continued at a high rate of speed toward downtown as Florida Highway Patrol troopers tried to stop him.
2 FHP units attempt a traffic stop on it, and the vehicle flees, and then they attempt a pit maneuver. After that, unfortunately, this vehicle went at a high rate of speed down 7th Avenue.
Moments later, investigators say Sampson lost control near North 15th Street, striking more than a dozen people gathered outside the bar, leaving witnesses like Howard Hopkins shocked.
Turned around, and here comes the car. Jumps the curb, hits the corner of the building, then comes into Bradley's patio. Tables went everywhere, chairs went everywhere, some bodies went everywhere. It was pretty bad.
Hopkins says officers nearby ran straight towards the wreckage.
You know, they smashed out the window, they got him out, they subdued him, they cuffed him up and took him away. But during that same time, you know, people were screaming, they had to put up the crime scene tape.
In all, 4 people died, 3 here at the scene and 1 later at a local hospital. 11 others were injured, including 1 who's in critical condition. As detectives with Tampa PD and Florida Highway Patrol continued to clean up the crash well into Saturday morning, people living and working nearby were left shaken, and they're remembering the victims whose night out ended in tragedy.
They were out in Ybor having a good time, expecting to go home safely, and a careless, reckless driver takes everybody's lives in his hands and just ended this night in a situation that's never going to be the same for these individuals.
In Tampa, Regina Gonzalez, Fox 13 News.
Well, you know, people are already blaming the police, right? You know, people are blaming the police, right? Yep, they're blaming the police for this.
We start tonight with tragic news out of Tampa tonight. 4 lives lost and 11 others injured after a speeding driver slammed into a crowd in Ybor City. The car finally stopped after crashing through pedestrians outside, as well as the patio of the popular LGBTQ bar Bradley's on 7th. This evening, we're learning more about the moments that led up to this tragedy. Now, this is the man who Tampa police say is responsible, 22-year-old Silas Sampson. Officials say Sampson was driving recklessly and speeding on I-275 before exiting the interstate while trying to evade police. And we have the police helicopter video from that pursuit and the moment leading up to when police say Sampson lost control of the vehicle and crashed into multiple pedestrians. 10 Tampa Bay news reporter Nick Volturo was at the scene of the crash and spoke with community members who say this is a nightmare.
A night out in Ybor City shattered in seconds. Police say two cars were racing down Hillsborough Avenue just after midnight. One bailed, the other kept going, speeding south on I-275.
They were out in Ybor having a good time, expecting to go home safely, and a careless, reckless driver takes everybody's lives in his hands and just ended this night in a situation that's never going to be the same for these individuals.
Troopers tried to stop the driver near Nebraska and Palm, even attempted a pit maneuver, but he didn't stop. Moments later, he slammed into a crowd outside Bradley's bar.
With all the promising and upcoming things happening to the neighborhood, it's just very, very tragic and just heartbreaking to wake up to this type of news.
Police say the driver, 22-year-old Silas Sampson, was arrested at the scene.
All the victims were over 20, and they were all adults.
4 dead, cars towed, glass and gutters. But for people who live here, it's not just a scene to clean up. It's a night they won't ever forget.
Just really hate to hear that so many people that come down here, wanting to spend time, it's right before the holidays, and then something like this happens. People that work here, the families of the victims, just everyone that's touched and involved with this.
In Ybor City, Nick Voltero, 10 Tampa.
Yeah, that nigga did that shit. It was a nigga that did this shit. A goddamn nigga. A goddamn nigga did this shit. A no good fucking sun turd, man. A no good sun turd. We're gonna get back to that in a minute. This cop got killed yesterday in cold blood.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Chelsea Jones. We do have team coverage for you tonight. CBS News Miami's Steve Majuri takes a look at how Deputy Devin Jaramillo is being remembered. But we do begin with our Nakaya Carrero live at the scene with the timeline of how this tragedy unfolded yesterday. Nakaya.
Chelsea, just feet away from where Deputy Devin Jaramillo was shot multiple times, there is a growing memorial tonight. You see an American flag, flowers, and candles were placed here to honor the fallen deputy. Well, tonight we are learning more about the suspect and the moments leading up to the deputy being shot with his own gun.
Damn.
As the sheriff's office and law enforcement agencies from across the county grieve the loss of 27-year-old deputy Devin Jaramillo, we are learning new details about his killer. The suspect has been identified as 21-year-old Stephen David Rustrian. A source familiar with the investigation tells CBS News Miami it all started.
Stephen David Rustrian. Let's see if we can identify that guy, man. Let's see if we can identify the guy. Let's see if we can identify this guy who shot this fucking cop, man. Unbelievable, man. You son turds. If it's one of you son turds, if it's one of you son turds, I'm gonna be so disappointed in y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'll be very disappointed, man. I'm gonna be very disappointed in y'all, man, if it's a son turd that did this. If it's a son turd that did this, you know what, man? I want to just, I'm done with y'all, man. I'm done with you. They got the shooting of this. They got this footage online too. The shooting. They got that footage online too. He's always bet on black.
Started with a minor traffic accident close to the Enterprise Rent-A-Car in the 12,000 block of Southwest 128th Street near Kendall. Our source says Rustrian, driving a green car, does not stop and continues down the street, pulling into a parking space and convincing his boyfriend to switch seats with him.
And convincing his boyfriend, oh, this nigga was a fruit cup. This nigga was a fruit. He gonna be fine in jail.
Car does not stop and continues down the street, pulling into a parking space and convincing his boyfriend to switch seats with him. When Deputy Devin Jaramillo arrives to investigate, Rustrian is in the passenger seat and his partner is behind the wheel.
He responded as any deputy in this county would, and he handled himself in a professional and tactically sound manner.
Witnesses informed the deputy about the switch, and the suspect's boyfriend quickly admits it was Rustrian who was driving. Things quickly escalate when the deputy tries to arrest Rustrian.
He fought with our deputy. And during that fight, he disarmed our deputy of his own service weapon and used it to shoot him multiple times.
According to our source, Rustrian continues shooting the deputy, yelling at him and taunting him. We're told Jaramillo was shot at least 7 times.
Wow.
The suspect then goes back to the green car and kills himself. The deputy died at the hospital.
And he could have done anything with his professional career, but he...
Wow. That is crazy. He killed himself. Traffic stops are crazy, man. Traffic stops are bananas. You're a cop, man. Oh. Wow. That animal killed this guy like that, man. Stood over him and shot him all these times and then killed himself. Yikes. That's insane, man. I can't find nothing on the guy who did it. I guess because he committed suicide. Maybe because he committed suicide, they probably like being all weird about him and shit. So damn.
He chose public service, and he chose to do it in this community to serve us.
Now, according to the sheriff's office, the second person who was in the car with Rustrian was detained and questioned, but later released. Now, our news partners at
His boyfriend. His boyfriend. This guy was gay.
the Miami Herald did speak with Rustrian's father, who says he is heartbroken and so sorry for the deputy's family. Reporting live in Southwest Miami-Dade, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News, Miami.
Wow. R.I.P. to that cop, man.
On the murder of a Miami-Dade sheriff's deputy. Sheriff Rosie Cordero starts describing Devin Jaramillo as a homegrown hero.
We do have team coverage for you right now, Brett Neese, on how a traffic stop turned into the death of a deputy.
But we start with Samiran FC, a short life well lived.
Outside of the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner's office, a solemn gathering of multiple South Florida law enforcement agencies. The body of fallen Miami-Dade Sheriff's Deputy Devin Jaramillo leaving the ME's office Saturday afternoon.
He chose public service, and he chose to do it in this community to serve us. And he gave the ultimate price in his service.
Friday, Miami-Dade Sheriff Rosie Cordet Stutz saying the 27-year-old was brutally attacked and murdered.
What happened to our deputy is not okay.
Meanwhile, an outpouring of support.
We'll stay with.
The video posted to IG from his time at the Miami Police Academy, captioned with, quote, "You will be remembered by all of us."
Because of his actions, is awarded
to the Coral Gables Police Department, where Jaramillo started his career.
I'd just like to thank the city for his recognition, as well as Chief Hudak, as well as the other officers who assisted me there. I couldn't have done it alone.
Born at Baptist Hospital, a graduate of Killian High School, and graduated at magna cum laude from the University of Central Florida.
And he was smart, strong, handsome, and young. And he could have done anything with his professional career.
Members in uniform stopping by the newly created memorial where the fallen hero was murdered, a stuffed animal surrounded by flowers, candles, and patches. Sky 10 above the procession as members transported the fallen hero to Miami's Little Havana neighborhood. There, members standing at attention and saluting the ambulance carrying his body. Jaramillo's family meeting him at the Caballero Rivero funeral home. On full display, a family's strength as he was brought in.
He was a son and he was a brother, but he's also a homegrown hero.
And funeral arrangements for Jaramillo have not yet been finalized. Those are expected to be forthcoming from the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. That's the very latest from Miami's Little Havana neighborhood. I'm Samir Nafsi, Local 10 News.
Wow. Unbelievable. Press 1 if you've seen the footage of the shooting. The shooting is wicked.
And we do not know a whole lot about how Deputy Jaramillo died in the hours before leading up to the murder.
Today, the sheriff painted an ugly picture of his final moments. We have Brett Neese continuing our team coverage.
The sheriff remaining defiant that this type of tragedy will never be okay, while also sharing new details about what happened when Deputy Jaramillo arrived at the scene.
It was not an ambush.
One day after Deputy Devin Jaramillo's life was cut short in the line of duty, Sheriff Rosie Cordero Stutz says the deputy did not know the suspect.
There's these rumors that there was some either retribution or connection. Absolutely not.
The sheriff identifying the suspect as 21-year-old Stephen Rustrian. She says Rustrian was in a traffic accident with minor damage. Jaramillo was randomly assigned to respond.
So it could have been anyone.
Jaramillo was the only deputy responding Friday afternoon, which the sheriff says is standard for this type of call.
People need to understand that for us, there's evil lurking over our shoulder wherever we are and whatever we're doing.
The sheriff says once Jaramillo got to the scene, Rustrian and the deputy got into an...
Yo, the footage is so crazy. Just go to, type in Deputy Devin. Go to Twitter and type in Deputy Devin. The footage is insane, my boy. This guy, traffic stops are crazy, dog. There was an NFL player who killed himself fleeing the traffic stop just 4 days ago. Just 4 days ago, NFL player did that. Police was looking for him. He just killed himself. Blew his brains up. That's shit, man. This guy though, whew.
Argument that escalated and became physical.
He fought with our deputy. And during that fight, he disarmed our deputy of his own service weapon and used it to shoot him multiple times.
Rustrian then took the gun back to his car and took his own life. The sheriff says witnesses called 911. Jaramillo was rushed to the hospital where he died. A second suspect was originally detained. The sheriff says that person was a part of that accident, but has since been released and will not face any charges. In Doral, Brett Neese, Local 10 News.
Brett, thank you. And we want to let everyone know there's a place where you can help assist our law enforcement in times like these. The Vera Police Officer Assistance Trust is a support organization for police officers and sheriff deputies. If you'd like to give to the Police Officer Assistance Trust, you can visit just all spelled out VERAPOAT.org.
Wow. Let's see here. We're gonna get back to some of these big time stories.
Long
I
Island
just want
say
to
they
see this.
busted a drug operation that had enough fentanyl to kill all 1.5 million people who live in Suffolk County.
Well, the district
Yeah.
attorney says authorities arrested 5 people behind the scheme that stretched across the East End all the way to the Bronx.
Eyewitness News reporter Stacey Sager shows us how they uncovered it all.
It was a massive 8-month drug investigation yielding 6 different arrests in
Look at these motherfuckers, man. Look at these motherfuckers, these Sun Burritos, man. These, I think this is a Sun Burrito. That's yeah. Some of these are just on burritos. I think some of these guys are just on burritos, but still, like, yeah, they got some faint Negro DNA, some faint Negro DNA. Some faint Negro DNA in there.
separate takedowns last week. Just about every arm of law enforcement involved, from local police in communities of Riverhead, Southampton, and Southold, to the Suffolk County Police and District Attorney, the NYPD, and the feds as well, because the supply chain was far-reaching.
We believe that these drugs that ended up here in Long Island are coming from the Mexican cartels.
What they recovered, narcotics, including heroin, cocaine, and a trove of pills laced with deadly fentanyl. Plus, at the home of Miguel Torres in Wyandanch, at least 3 kilos of suspected fentanyl.
That's enough fentanyl.
Damn, 3 kilos of fentanyl. Jeez.
Suspected fentanyl.
That's enough fentanyl to kill all 1.5 million residents of Suffolk County.
Torres found sleeping in his bedroom with a loaded handgun. In fact, police say they seized several illegal weapons, high-capacity magazines, and military-style ammo as well.
There's always violence associated with drugs, and to argue that it's not is either a misinformed interpretation or just plain stupidity.
Investigators tracking the drugs from the Bronx to the suspects in western Suffolk allegedly dealing from Bayshore, Lindenhurst, West Islip, and Wyandanch. But the drug trade reached all the way out to the East End, with highly addicting pills, often billed as oxycodone, but laced with fentanyl and purchased more easily than ever.
Counterfeit pills can be sold over social media, paid for with cash apps, and delivered straight to your doorstep.
Yeah, man. Rough, man. Let's see. A lot going on here, man. A lot going on. Let's see this white guy, poor white guy.
A long
As I
road to
said,
recovery.
in Tampa,
The parents of 28-year-old
in Tampa, that guy who ran into the crowd, he killed all white people and injured all white people. The bar he ran into was like a white bar. There was no sons around. And he's not going to get charged with attempted murder. But let's see this one. Let's see this one. Let's see what happened here, man. This is a different case.
A long road to recovery. The parents of 28-year-old Kyle McCombs tell News4Jax their son was on the shoulder of the interstate when he was hit by a semi.
And they say that the truck driver
Yo, he
didn't.
got hit by a semi. Yo, you can support the channel, man. Y'all can support the channel, man. If you want to, man. I'll be like, hey, y'all don't want me to come on here, man. Y'all don't want me to come on here. Y'all don't like it. Y'all don't want me to come on here and give y'all the news, man. Y'all can support the channel, man. Y'all can support the channel, man. Y'all can support the channel, man. This is crazy, man. We look at this guy. This is what it looked like when you get hit by a fucking semi. He got hit by a semi truck. Jesus Christ.
Their son was on the shoulder of the interstate when he was hit by a semi.
And they say that the truck driver did not stop to help.
He might not have known he hit him. Yo, I one time, me and my buddy, we caught a flat and we tried to change it, but we couldn't find it's a little lock that goes onto the bolts. we couldn't find it. It was a new car we had just bought. It was like a auction car you bought from the auction. And we driving down I think 495. We was on 495 and we caught a flat. Pulled over to the side of the road, tried to change it, couldn't find the key. I forgot what they call it. For the things. And so we had to start walking to the nearest gas station to try to, just get help with them. This was 2000, the year 2000. Dude, at night, those fucking trucks, we walking on the, we walking in the safety lane, whatever. When those fucking 18-wheelers come past you, it makes you feel how small you are in the whole scheme of things in life. When an 18-wheeler whizzes past you on the highway at fucking 80 miles per hour, you realize you're nothing. You're just you're skin and bones, man. That motherfucker truck probably didn't even know he hit his ass. Those trucks come by so fast and they're so overbearing in the shadow. You can feel the ground shaking under your feet when they whiz past you. And you know how it is on the highway. Damn near half the fucking vehicles are fucking 18-wheelers. 53-footers. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie to you, Jack. That day right there, when me and my buddy was walking down the shoulder, because we had to walk a long way. The exit was a long way away. The exit was so far away, we walked through the woods and ended up getting fucking lost and shit. But that's another story, right? That's another story. Walking along the fucking side of the highway at night, and them 18-wheelers just one after another, right past you. Dog. It's a possibility that this fucking truck driver didn't even know he hit this kid. That's how fucking. Oh, and I saw a person hit a deer the other day. I was driving on the little parkway where I'm at, and a deer jumped out in the traffic, and the guy hit it, and it fucked his whole fucking grill up. It like basically like it looked like he hit another car. The deer died too. The deer just instantly died. That motherfucker just took a few steps off into the side of the road and just collapsed. But yeah, hitting a deer. That dude, he was in a sedan. He hit a deer. Instantly killed it. This 18-wheeler probably didn't even know he hit this guy.
8-year-old Kyle McCombs tell News4Jax their son was on the shoulder of the interstate when he was hit by a semi.
And they say that the truck driver did not stop to help. It happened late Tuesday night, but it wasn't until hours later on Wednesday morning when his fiance found him barely alive after tracking his car.
News4Jax.
Wow. This is a tough guy, man. This dude tough, man. He different.
Reporter Eric Avene traveled to Daytona Beach to speak with McCombs' mom and dad, who say he was on his way home and never made it.
The life of 28-year-old Cal McCombs of Jacksonville is forever altered following a horrific incident late Tuesday night. His parents told News4Jax their son was returning home from a business trip in Miami when his box truck encountered mechanical problems along northbound I-95 south of Daytona Beach. He pulled off the road and called his fiancee back in Jacksonville to let her know he was stranded. Nearly 2 hours later, his fiancee arrived at his location and immediately called 911 and his parents.
she found him laying in front of his truck on the ground. I said, is he breathing? Is he talking? What is? And she said, barely.
They would later learn Cal was hit by a semi. The driver never stopped to render aid. The impact of the truck amputated Kyle's right leg, crushed his right arm and hand, and left gashes in his head. Paramedics rushed Cal to Halifax Medical Center in Daytona Beach. His condition was critical. His parents drove down from Jacksonville to be with their son, and they remained by his side. They say their son has undergone 4 surgeries since he was admitted into the hospital, with another surgery scheduled for next week. They also believe his recovery could take years. In the meantime, medical bills are adding up. Kyle ran a small transportation logistical business and was the breadwinner in a household that included his fiancée and his 2 young children. His parents started this GoFundMe account to help cover his medical expenses.
He currently has no insurance, so it's going to be a lot of out-of-pocket expenses with no insurance and rehab and his household expenses.
As for the hit-and-run driver that did this, Kyle's mother is hoping that driver will come forward and turn him or herself in.
Damn. They won't. Yikes. There's a lot of different stuff going on tonight, man. A lot of different stuff going on tonight. Let me go to Twitter, man. Show y'all some stuff, man. Shout out to Gouch Malo, man. Gouch Malo says, salute, supporting the channel. Lots of pain in this show tonight. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, Gouch Malo. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let me show you this. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. A lot of funny stuff too, though. A lot of funny stuff, man.
That bitch, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Got a female cop looking at that nigga ass. Put it right there in the ding lane. Get that nigga little dick down. Bitch ass nigga, you's a buster, nigga. Lucky me and the homie will whoop your ass, nigga. Shit, let me borrow those strap real quick. I'll shoot that nigga right in the ding lane. You think trying to jack the homie? This is what your bitch ass get. Watch out. I hit him with the spray one too.
Nah, keep that.
Hell yeah. That's that west side shit. We live, nigga. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Pick up my body cam. Just drop the bone, girl, drop the body cam on the ground. Bitch, you Mac live, motherfucker. Fuck this motherfucker. Bitch ass nigga. You already know what time it is, nigga. We right here live, nigga. It's going down like a plane wreck. Call for backup. They gonna shoot your ass, nigga. You about to get popped, nigga. On the west, nigga. You dig that? I got the body cam right here, nigga. Look at this bitch ass nigga. Yeah, nigga, that nigga off that motherfucking train, that crystal meth and all that shit. That's what it don't do. Come on, hurry up, sit back up. Help these bitches out. Can these bitches get back up? I got the body cam right here. So we on this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, wait. That.
Oh, shit. Yo. A man was caught on video chasing a tow truck to reclaim his repossessed yellow SUV. He jumped out of a friend's car window alongside the moving truck, climbed onto the back, and managed to detach the SUV before driving away. The bold stunt, looking straight out of an action movie or video game, caused serious damage to the SUV, including a popped radiator, bent suspension, and a lost oil pan. Online viewers pointed out that the repair costs would probably be higher than the original tow fees. Crazy, man. This white boy is crazy, bro.
He's got to unhook it. He's got it.
Yo, that is absolutely crazy. He risked his life. At any point, anything could have happened, and he could have lost his life. Salute to everybody. Everybody hit that like button, man. Sponsor this nice programming, man. Sponsor tonight's programming. If you want, wherever you watching, sponsor tonight's programming, man. It's very important that you guys sponsor the channel, man. It's very important that you guys support the channel, man. We can't keep coming here every night for like $8, man, every night, man. 5. I can't keep doing 8-hour shows. I can't keep doing 5-hour shows every night for $8, man. We gotta support the channel, man. Guys gotta support the channel, man. Sponsor this programming, man. This shit crazy, man. Let me drop the link, man. And you can donate on the Op Nation website. You can go to the website, donate. We get 100% of that. If you hit the super chat over there, we get 100% of that. And I will shout out your super chat too. YouTube takes a lot, but it's okay though. But we can, you know what I'm saying. But on the website, we get 100% of everything. So yeah, if you really want to support heavy, if you want to drop something big, drop it on the website, man. And don't worry about any yeah. Salute, man. Yeah. Shout out to Beak, man. Beak is in the building, man. Beak is in the building, man. Let me drop the link, man. Let's see, man. Now this guy's insane. That was insane, man. That was not worth it. That was not worth it. You remember this? Who remember yesterday? Let me actually show you the video that we did yesterday. Let's say, let me see this. This was crazy. We did this yesterday. Let me show you this. They caught the guy. They caught the fucker. But this shit, I like to follow up on these stories. Here we go. All right. There we go. Let me show you. Let me show you this shit, man. This fucker. What's going on, man? What's happening? Let me show you this fucker. Let me show you this fucker right here. You remember this fucker from yesterday?
The NYPD is also looking for help finding a man they say raped a 12-year-old girl in Brooklyn. Investigators released pictures of the man they're looking for. They say he ambushed the girl yesterday as she walked into her apartment building at the Cooper Park houses in Greenpoint. He grabbed her and raped her inside the stairwell. She was treated at a local hospital. Police say he was caught on surveillance camera just before the attack.
So right, that guy
Oh,
right
yeah,
there,
I remember
right? That was yesterday. Watch this. Watch this. Salute to everybody. Everybody hit the fucking like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Don't boycott that like button, man. Jesus, right. This is him right here. This fucker, they called him and he can't even hold his head up. Look at this bitch. He can't even hold his head up.
A fucking animal.
He can't even show his face. That's crazy.
Man, salute to the pigs that grabbed them. And he's still
Yeah,
alive.
man.
How he's still alive? I thought they was clucking the brothers.
Yeah, he can't stand on that. Like, you know how they try to act like all cool when they getting arrested and nonchalant. He can't stand on this one.
Oh, he knows that. I mean, somebody might put feet on him for this one. At Rikers, they might put feet on him.
Oh yeah, Rikers, yeah, because this is high profile. Yeah, I think we all know that's overrated that happens, but doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But
Just the way that, just the way he
the
the way it sounds though, and if he comes right the right dude, Because there are dudes that will do it. It's just a matter of you coming across them too, you know?
No, I think they gonna do it. I think he fucked. I think he gonna straight to protective
Yeah.
custody.
I mean,
There's
the
no
fact,
way they put him in
no, ain't no
population.
way. Ain't no way. Because the fact that he just snatched a random kid, any kid, right? I mean, it's just all bad.
Yeah. Damn, bro, you threw your shit away. But I guess I don't even think he threw his shit away. Like that type of behavior, he wasn't gonna like. There was nothing to not throw away. There was nothing to keep. You know, his
Man,
life
look,
is
bro.
just a shit.
Look, bro, in this glider system, he might beat it. He still got to prove it, right?
That's true.
2 FHP units attempt a traffic stop.
Look at
on
this
him.
shit.
Vehicle
Look at this
flees.
shit. This you heard about this fucking son turd yesterday?
No, he looked like a Somali, right? Is that fair?
No,
He
that's
nah.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't think
no
it's
because he has a neck tattoo.
No, but he looks
Yeah.
like that's where his
But his
people came
head,
from,
look
though.
at his forehead. Look at his forehead. Yeah, his ears maybe, but the forehead, like they got big ass heads. Pause.
His bone,
I
his
don't
cheek,
know. He might.
his cheeks,
You know what?
his cheek structure.
He might be half. He might be half. You know what I'm saying? Half of half. He might have Somali because those ears. He do got the Somali ears.
But he does
But
look FBA though. Like his the swag, he got the FBA swag going on. He look like he got soul. What I'm trying to say, yeah.
I seen the footage of the raw footage because this isn't even the raw footage. I seen the raw footage of this, like all the people he mowed down were white.
They
Like,
were all white. What's going on here? Where is
Yeah.
this saying?
This is a bar, and this is like the downtown like district where you know you go to bars and shit. And this is a
Yeah.
white bar right here.
Where where
And he
though?
was running from I think Tampa. He was running from police, right? He was running from
Damn.
police on the highway. He got off and then came through downtown, lost control. And
Man.
I mean,
Unbelievable,
look
man.
at this shit. Look at that
Oh
shit.
shit.
Flees. And
Look at that shit. He injured 17 people and killed 4.
17 and it killed 4?
Yeah.
17.
And they was all white. Like you
I
can
wonder
see
how
the,
fast he was going. Did they say?
You can see he was going fast. They had just did a pit maneuver and he beat it. Like they did the pit maneuver and he didn't flip. So it's like, you know.
Wait, did he
was
crash
going
after
fast.
the pit maneuver?
No,
Do you know?
he got away from the pit maneuver. He got away from the pit maneuver and kept going.
Damn.
He
I
got
wonder
away
if
from the
they're
pit
gonna.
maneuver and kept pushing.
Damn. I wonder if they could blame this on the cops somehow. You know how they do.
Oh, they are. They are blaming it on the cops. They are blaming it on the cops. What you mean?
But the fact that this brother, man, harmed all those white people, it's just like that narrative never ends, right? Some man
this one says
harming
the chase-
gliders.
Yeah. This one says the chase was canceled before he went into the crowded area.
Oh,
He continued to
shit.
race and drive recklessly after that. Can this be communicated so insane people can stop blaming the police and we all finally hold criminals responsible? This is why the police shouldn't engage in high-speed chasing. With today's technology, they can place a tracking device on the vehicle and pick them up at a later time. These people are so
Hey,
fucking naive.
like a fucking tranquilizer dart. Just shoot the fucking the bumper or something. Like, where do people get these ideas?
You know
People
what?
are fucking retarded. It's like they're getting this shit from like watching Fast and Furious or something.
These people aren't street people either. They don't understand that like that guy can do a lot before the police. Like, let's just say the police are like, all right, we'll get him tomorrow. Yo,
Right. You
look
know
what
what
he
we
did. This
yeah.
is, but think about it. Look what he did after they called the chase off. Look what he did. That's
Yeah.
why you gotta get him.
Very dangerous. You know what we need? We need the gliders to invent some kind of like satellite drone, like a precise drone that could target the car and blow up the cars and only the car. You know what I mean? Like it don't gotta be a
Or
big
just turn it
explosion.
off.
Just blow it up.
Lock
Fuck
the
it.
wheels. Lock
I
the
mean,
wheels.
that's why they want everybody to have EVs because they want to be able to turn your car off at a moment's notice. And stuff like this will be used as an excuse to implement those kinds of systems of policing.
Look, man,
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily opposed to that when it comes to shit like this. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm a
the problem is that it's not only going to be for situations like this.
tyrannical, it'll be tyrannical. Right? That's what you're getting at. And I agree with that.
Yes.
It's
But
just
I mean, you already have to if you don't, those you know who Whistling Diesel is?
no.
Doc? He's a YouTuber. I think it was him I was watching, and he had a Tesla, and he had to call somebody at the Tesla dealership or whatever to let his car be turned on at a different location. He was just sitting in a parking lot, and they had turned it off for some reason.
I heard about something like that in the past.
Salute
I
to,
forget why I heard. I forget what my scenario was, but I heard something like that.
Salute to Barry B, man. Barry B is in the building. Shout out to Barry B, man.
What do you think,
but-
guy? Would you like that? You like the
Nah, hell nah. I don't think I don't want nobody to be able to turn my fucking car off. Fuck no.
But what about these degenerates, man? Look what this fucking bastard did.
That's infringing on our rights. I think
Yeah.
I think you gotta continue to find other ways to get these criminals up, bring them out. They already got the stop sticks. They got they got some shit that they can deploy from their car that'll lock your wheel up. It's like a little fucking thing. It'll lock one of your back wheels up and the car will instantly stop. They got a lot of ways, man. You gotta think about it like this, right? There's hundreds of chases all over the country. This is a huge country, right? Every day there's hundreds of police chases. It's not like this is the case with everyone. You know what I mean? These things happen, but I think for the most part, they get it right. You know what I mean?
It's tough.
It's just that when they don't get it right, it's becomes news, and it's newsworthy. It's just like when they fucking kill somebody or they shoot somebody. It's the same thing. Like they have all these interactions, and then one nigga dies, and then it's like the fucking world's come to an end.
I mean, look, I'm sure I can't even begin to imagine the amount of times in one day that cops aim their gun at a Sunman. You know how the Sunman, they take it there? So we know guns are getting put on the Sunman and they don't fire,
that
right?
much at all. Like there's cops that been on the force 30 years that never fired a weapon.
Right.
You know,
look, man, I'm always intrigued by that though, by pushing that line of law and order, because I think law and order is what makes this country great. One of the most important things, believe it or not.
They make it seem like cops are just out here okay corralling and shit. Like, I mean, like, it's very rare, like percentage wise, like 1% of the force shoots their gun in a year. In a year, like 1% of the force. Like if you got like a city like a decent sized city with like 4,000 or 5,000 cops, man, like it ain't no more than 40 or 50 in the whole year that are gonna fire their gun. You know what I mean?
Unless you're in Chicago.
Well, I mean, Chicago has like 10,000 police, so it's gonna be more. But I think they got more than 10,000. I think they might got like 20,000, but they got a lot of police officers. They got a lot of folks, so of course it's gonna be more. But like average city, man, you ain't gonna have but like maybe 1 to 5% of your officers fire their gun in a given year. it's not that much, man. Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge. Let's see if we can get some people to take the $5 challenge. The last few nights we haven't had many people taking the challenge, so I'm sure that the people that haven't been taking it lately are reared up and ready to take the challenge, man. Sponsor tonight's show. Take the challenge, man.
That's a hell of a way to go, man. Like the way these gliders died in this one, that's a hell of a way to go, man.
Yeah.
The end.
It's rough. And they didn't even see it coming. The footage, they're just chilling. There's no way you can. There's no way you can expect that. Like,
nah.
Think about like no matter where you're at. Like when we go to New York, we eat out at this restaurant. It's outdoor dining. Like the dining is in the street. Like it's surrounded by like barricades, but those things ain't really like that. But it's like, dude, we just live our lives. You're never expecting someone to just fucking mow you down on the fucking sidewalk.
Right.
No one is ever expecting that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it you can't like be like, here's what to do to make sure you don't get mowed down on the sidewalk. Like, there's no precaution you can take. There's nothing you can do.
And you know what? Let's be honest. Just knowing how the brothers be and how the stories we see all the time, the people that died were probably, contributing. Probably great people. You know what I mean? This is the way it goes in these stories we always come across. You know what I mean?
He killed 4 people, and if I can't show the footage, I can show the footage on if we go to OpNationNews.com later on, I can show it over there. But listen, bro, those injuries are like, like it's like, man, a fucking car coming 80 miles per hour running over you. I mean, just slamming into you.
That's crazy.
It's like, like your human body is not made for that, man. Your body ain't made to absorb that. The people who survived, the people who survived are actually
damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Twisted.
Actually, I mean, like, think about it. If you survive that, right? If you like, you know how they say, like they said, 4 dead, 17. Those 17 people, they are going through hell right now.
Right.
Like they having surgery after surgery after surgery after surgery.
Right. They
They
do you know what
just like survived. They're like literally like on morphine. They're going under surgery.
Coma.
They're coming out. They're induced coma. Those people is fucked up.
Some might die later on. Yeah, I know. But I'm telling you, right now, I don't be shocked if they were like
right here. That man was messing with.
Hold on, I can't even turn this shit off.
Her bus was right here. All right, y'all. I got off the bus. Look, she right here. All right, this little girl right here. That man was messing with. I get off the next stop, and I'm scared for this girl because if you met, you will get off the next stop with me, all right?
Claremont Parkway
Get off the next stop with
Webster
me,
Avenue.
and I'm gonna wait for the bus with you, all right? Because she getting me tight. No bullshit. Just the type of shit we gotta deal with on the bus. This girl, I'm not gonna show her face. She over here crying and shit. Because this weird old nigga over here wanna fuck with her. He wanna fuck with her. I promise y'all. I'm a wild out if he come over here. A wild out. And I'm on my way to work. He senses my energy right now. He know that I'm not playing with him. All right, this little girl right here. That man was messing with. Her bus is right here. I'm making sure she good. Get on the bus and all that. Shit, I might get in trouble for my job, but that shit wasn't right, bro. The only reason I was on that because before I got on the bus, that nigga came to me asking like, yo, what time the bus come? I said, yo, it's on its way. What time? Nigga, I told you already, bro. Like, don't ask me no fucking questions. Get the fuck out my face. Like, I was on timing with that nigga already, like, before I even got on the bus. So once I saw him go over there and sit next to her, And it was mad seats available. I knew he was gonna do something stupid. So I had my eye on you the whole time. You see that? I had my eye on you the whole time. Like, nah, he gonna do something stupid. But happy you no more crying. Okay? You get home safe, or wherever you was gonna get there safe, and you're gonna be okay. Next time something like that happen, go to the bus driver. Okay?
Trying to get
That's
that
New
number or
York.
what?
That's New York, man. There's a lot of creeps in New York, man.
He's trying to get that number or what?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't think so, man. I don't think so, man. I don't think so, man. I mean, I like that. I mean, like, god damn, man. Some man, you gotta get some man a break sometime, man.
Hey, look, man. As long as she an
Ricky go
adult, there's
hard
nothing
on
wrong
the
with it.
son, man.
Nah, I
You
mean,
go hard, man.
what's wrong? What's wrong with if she an adult? What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? What's wrong with it? You think he'd be wrong to try to come up?
We'll get up to the next car.
Serious, man.
Her bus is right here.
You on burritos, man. Y'all on some other shit, man, with the little girls, man. That's a little girl. Listen, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. She looked like she's like 14. If she was 16, yeah, maybe, of course, you know what I'm saying, like something like that. Or 17, but this is like a 13-year-old girl.
Wait, hold up. Time out. Are you telling me right now the brothers don't be on dirt? She could be 11. I stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Let me just tell you this. My man, the dude that I was around, and they grimy. They grimy as shit. And they just regular hood dudes, right? They will mess with a young girl if she's like 16 or 17 or 18. Maybe 17 or 18 if they couldn't help it. If she was just so thick or so sexy they couldn't help it. But most times they're not really messing with young girls like that. It got to be a rare occasion. But 11? No, I don't know. I wasn't around them type dudes. Now here's the thing. I do know they exist. I know they exist but I wasn't around them type guys. No. That wasn't something that was even I could even think of. Like as I'm racking my brain right at this present moment. Even the creeps, the pedophiles in our neighborhood, the old dude that it was one old dude that he was famous for messing with young girls, but he was like 40, right? He was like 40 or 50, right? Right. But his choice of young girls. His choice of young girls was like 15 or 16. He wasn't like messing with no 11-year-old. Nah, it wasn't.
I mean, for a 40-year-old, that's still. I mean, shit, that's still pretty fucked up. But whatever.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Like, he had a bad reputation. And people, you know what I'm saying? He was like the boogeyman, and he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? And he would ride around, cruise around, you know, trying to pick them up all the time, and he was that type of guy. Now, here's the thing. As a nigga, I get when them joints be sexy, you know how the little hood joints they be developed and they be sexy. I get it, you know. If dudes in their 20s, like dudes in their 20s, like 24, will be messing with high school girls. Yes, they be messing with high school girls. I'll give you that. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 will be messing with high school girls, and it won't be like nasty. It won't be seen as like nasty. But as far as 11, nah. No, 12. No, I can't lie, man. I just didn't see that, man. I didn't see that. And if it was happening, it was happening like on the low, where motherfuckers wasn't letting nobody know about no shit like that. Niggas was not letting people know about that.
I feel like those cases where they're that young is probably somebody in the household more than anything, you know. But
Yeah,
because I never really seen that neither myself, you know, growing up.
nah, I'm not. I can't vouch for that. I wish you know what? I got to be real, man. I was around some, morally bankrupt people, man. Just like it's just the hood. No, it's just the
Yeah,
hood. You know, niggas
but
is morally bankrupt, man. Niggas ain't living in the same world as everybody else. Niggas
yeah,
is living in a sub. It's a what is it? It's a sub universe or some shit like
a subculture.
yeah, subculture. Yeah, it's a subculture. They ain't not. So I mean, it's not even like I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like dudes wasn't. You can put anything past dudes. Don't get me wrong. If the girl looked like Jessica Rabbit and she 12, one of them dudes might have did that shit. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying I didn't hear, and I never even seen niggas like even try to
Yeah,
holler at 12-year-old girls
you know,
or anything like that.
you know what, man? When I hit my 20s, I stopped hanging around degenerates like that, right? When I was like a teenager, I was around some rough people, you know. But I never
Yeah.
really saw that. Even those rough people, though, I don't think they will let that shit slide. You know, like they will fuck you up for that. You will get jumped for that. You know what I mean? For messing with a little kid.
Yeah, like that shit is like it's nasty. It's like yeah, you were called out. Now, like I said, 16. Like I remember being in junior high school, man, and this was this one girl, man. She was so fucking sexy and she was thick, but she was slim thick, and she had a bodacious body. You hear me? Like she was like motherfucking goddamn Karen White or Janet Jackson, and like we was in the 9th grade and shit, right? And she had niggas picking her up, and you see them niggas, you know them niggas is grown. Them niggas is in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? I seen shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Junior high girls, 9th graders getting picked up by niggas in their 20s and shit. I seen that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But I'm with I'm with Alicia Shadows though, man. I think that's the issue in all demographics. You know, really. Like the Sandman, that's the issue. The Tiger's the issue. Glider's the issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, young girls have a glow to them that is very attractive to men, because here's you gotta think about it like this. We're supposed to actually start breeding when we're like women are supposed to start breeding when they have their period. So it's like
You think so?
society, yes. In nature,
What
yes.
makes you say that?
Because that's when her eggs, you know what the period is. The period is the body expelling the egg, right? So the
Yeah,
egg
don't they have
goes
their
into
period when
the
they're like 12, 11 or some shit like that?
right, yeah.
13?
And in primitive cultures, they start having babies at those ages.
Mm,
In real
damn.
like primitive cultures, untouched by like the white men and shit, little islands and shit. And
Damn.
in Africa, in the little cultures, they start having them at once the girl have her period, she get married.
Are they still doing that today, do you think?
Yeah,
Huh.
but we are society, so we have societal laws and we push it. We're a society, so we're not like primitive people. So we push it back. But the best eggs are when the best eggs come out first. Did you know that? A woman is
No.
born with all the eggs she's ever gonna have. A woman is born with all the eggs she's ever gonna have. It's not like us when
Mm,
we generate nut.
yeah.
Her eggs is just already in her, right? So every month she have a cycle, and that expels the egg, and then a new one comes in, and that it's waiting to be fertilized by sperm, right? So it's like the best eggs come out first.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just kids, you know?
As you get older, that's why a lot of older people who have kids, they have kids with developmental issues, and the rate of you know, different, you know, genetic stuff increases with when women wait till they get older to have kids, because those are the eggs that the body, those are the worst eggs. The body puts the best eggs in the play first. The female body. So then all the eggs you have left when you're older are the eggs that, you know, the JV eggs, or the
Yeah, when they're older, right? When women are older, right?
yeah,
The leftovers.
because remember, they have all the eggs they're gonna have in their body when they're born. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're not like generating new eggs throughout the years. Every egg your daughter has in her, when she come out that womb, huh? When she comes out the womb, that every egg she's ever gonna have is in her already. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is, man. Let's move on. Let's see this shit. This nigga right here. I hate this nigga.
Who's this?
Let's see.
A black person, have you ever been treated by white people as if you are invisible? This used to set my mother off, and it happened to me last night. I was at this wonderful event at the New Orleans Museum of Art, and I was at the bar waiting to get another sparkling water, and I was one person behind. It was my turn next, and two older gentlemen came up and stood right in front of me and got in the line as if I wasn't even there. This is a symptom of race privilege and class privilege, because in their minds, you actually aren't there. The servant class is supposed to be invisible. There's this kind of devastating line in The Butler when the lady says to him, when you enter a room, it should feel like there's no one in it. To them, your invisibility is part of your caste. A black person.
He used to be CNN anchor and shit. He's gay and shit. He like date white men and shit. He one of them black dudes that like pro black, but he date white.
But dating a white person, of course. You know, that's interesting, because another black anchor in one of these liberal stations, the one with like dreads, he's also gay. I was like watching TV, like scrolling through channels, and in passing, I heard the black dude say, he's kind of young. He said his husband. And I was like, oh shit, he's gay. This one is an anchor too, and he's gay? What's up with all these black gay anchors in these outlets?
Yeah, I don't know, man. This dude though, what he's saying about that shit is like, he's basically acting as if, now Fisherman, you was a white guy, right? Black people do the same thing to you all the time, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't go to like social events like this, but they will absolutely block your shit in at the gas station.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about like they'll cut in front of the line, they'll cut in front of you in line, and
you're invisible.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, he's acting like if a white dude cut in front of him in line, it got all the fucking weight of all this slavery shit, and it's like it could just be that the dude cut the line. Or he was just like, he cut the line. Like,
It don't gotta be all that. It don't gotta be that deep.
yeah, why can't be all this?
Well, I like the movie reference he makes, because it's all like all the propaganda stuff that goes on. It's always interesting to me to see normies like this guy regurgitate things they see in movies, and projected onto reality, and it just shows that the propaganda works. That they
Right.
put in these films.
Yeah, he cited a movie. It's like that's not
It's a
reality.
it's a fucking movie, you faggot.
Yeah, and this I was at an event at the New Orleans Museum of such and such. Like this is probably like a fucking type of thing where it was probably like 6 niggas in there, 6 blacks in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he's with his white husband or whatever the fuck, with white
Yeah,
boyfriend.
and he's like,
Man.
I'll go get the drinks, and he goes and gets the drinks, and some drunk white guys just stand in front of him, and you're like, yo, can we get a beer? And it's like, and the shit probably took like 12 seconds and shit. And he was irritated about it, right? And he was so irritated about that little minor thing with his gay ass. This is some shit that a gay dude would do.
Yeah, I mean, gay people in general, to me, are mentally ill, and they shouldn't be taken seriously.
Definitely.
Mhm. But even the scenario, how privileged he is to be in that scenario. He could have been in the savannah somewhere. You know what I mean? Eating fucking, what is it called? Bushmeat?
What is being gay like on the savannah? Probably not that great.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely not that great. Yeah, he'd have to have his butt plug would be made out of wood and not fucking whatever shit.
Catch a splinter.
Yeah, like
Booty
his butt
splinter.
plug. Yeah, like his fucking KY jelly would be like animal fat.
Right. Blood. Raccoon blood. Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, blood. Use blood and shit to try to fuck cow blood to fucking lube that shit up.
Oh shit.
Yo, support the channel. Let's see if we can get 10 people to take the $5 challenge, man. We got 2 people to take the challenge, man. Can we get 10 people to take the $5 challenge? We talking about the $5 challenge, man. I mean, seriously.
Do you think we could like get a shock collar on you, and then every time somebody donates, it shocks you a little bit? To keep you, it's like you get paid, but also you stay awake.
But I haven't fallen asleep in 3 days, though. Why would we need
I'm
that?
just saying, it's like it can happen at any moment. We've seen it. Like you can shut off like a robot.
Yeah, no, I mean I've been sleeping with my CPAP this week. I've been sleeping with my CPAP, so I'm good. Like
Yeah, you look good. You don't look like at risk right now.
Yeah, I've been sleeping with my CPAP because that helps me get oxygen in my brain. We talked about that last night, but anyway, yeah, this is like the most privileged. He's more privileged than the white guy who got in front of him in line and shit. He's on CNN.
Right.
He writes books. He writes little dumbass books, and white liberals act like this shit is like the fucking Rosetta Stone.
The gospel.
Yeah. It's like shit crazy.
A black person, have you ever been treated by white people as if you are invisible? This used to set my mother off, and it happened to me last night. I was at this wonderful event at the New Orleans Museum of Art, and I was at the bar waiting to get another sparkling water, and I was one person behind. It was my turn next, and 2 older gentlemen came up and stood right in front of me and got in the line as if I wasn't even there. This is a symptom of race privilege and class privilege because in their minds, you actually aren't there. The servant class is supposed to be invisible. There's this kind of devastating line in The Butler when the lady says to him, when you enter a room, it should feel like there's no one in it. To them, your invisibility is part of your caste. The black.
That was supposed to be deep, right? And a white liberal would hear that and not even know what the fuck none of that shit mean. And because they are white liberal and he's black, a black LGBT guy, they would be like, oh my God, that's so powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like No one knows what this means. No one knows what this means.
To a room, it should feel like there's no one. When the lady says to him, when you enter a room, it should feel like there's no one in it. To them, your invisibility is part of your cast. The black person had.
I wonder if it was the same two guys that attacked Juicy Smouye.
Right.
Right.
MAGA country.
How are blacks invisible? Blacks are the least invisible people on the planet.
Right.
They
Facts.
loud. They take up a lot of space. Their gesticulations when they talk or when they move. When black dude just walking down the street, it's like.
Yeah, nah, you're right. It's ridiculous, man. The fact that he even says this shit.
They come in there, they smell like weed. Motherfucker, you like, God, the smell of weed just knock you down as soon as the niggas walk in the room. What the fuck is he talking about, man? Salute. This guy said I fell asleep yesterday, man. I resent that, man. I resent that, T Money. I don't know what you're talking about. Like this guy literally. See, the thing you guys don't understand is that one thing about me, I snore the second I fall asleep. I don't ease into snoring, right? I'm not one of them people that sleep and then start snoring. The second I fall asleep, I snore. So you can't tell me I fell asleep. You can't tell me I was asleep, dog. That's why I say, man, this dude, like, he one of the viewers, right? A lot of viewers, if I watch a video, right, and I don't comment on it, they think I'm asleep. If somebody talking and I'm listening to them, I'm asleep. Because they don't listen to people. All they do is talk. They don't listen to people. So that when they see somebody actually listen to something that somebody's saying, they don't know how to handle it, right? They're like,
they don't understand it.
Yeah, they don't understand that. Like, yeah, you can just listen to what somebody's saying.
Hey, but this son man on the screen, right? In the same breath, he would talk about how gliders notice him and cross the street, right? Like he could just say whatever the fuck he wants. He's not saying anything.
Yeah, T Money, man, you gotta take the $5 challenge, man. I ain't never seen you take it, man. Yeah, man. Salute to Osa, man. He said shot collar for T Money. You gotta take the $5 challenge for that lie, man. That's a lie, man. That's slander, man. You gotta take the $5 challenge, man. I'm gonna give you a few minutes, man. I'm gonna get you up out of here, man.
T Money, take that. T Money, take that shot collar fund challenge.
I'm gonna let somebody get. I'm gonna let one of the mods get you up out of here, T Money. I don't ever remember you taking the $5 challenge, man. This nigga spreading
blasphemy
through the chat. No, what I'm saying is when people say stuff like that, they're saying stuff like that to influence the chat, right? Because I see a lot of people saying I'm not donating because he's falling asleep and it's shit like this, and I'm like, all right, man. Well, I should just sleep right now. Why don't I just go to fucking sleep now? Why don't I just log off and go to fucking sleep down there? You know what I'm saying? Like I literally, if that's the case, I should just log off and go to sleep and focus on my Caitlin Clark channel from now on. I should just do Caitlin Clark videos, build that shit back up, man. And go to sleep, man. I mean, like literally, man. I told you, I slept with my CPAP all week, so I'm good, man. But yeah, man, if you want to keep spreading, now if you was right though, I wouldn't be mad. Like I'm the type of dude, I ain't gonna be mad if you're right, but you're not right, T-Money. So yeah,
right.
Man.
Shot collar fund.
And you ain't got no credit with me. Like you ain't got no, like you know what I'm saying. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you ain't got no fucking skin in the game and shit, man. He said, okay, Wiki. He said Wiki didn't have to call you yesterday.
No, I didn't call you yesterday.
I don't listen. Like I said, man, again, Y'all don't even know how long I've been up since 7 straight. I haven't fallen asleep once today in my personal life. When I sleep with my CPAP, I get oxygen to my brain, and it's just like when one of y'all go to sleep. When I sleep without my CPAP, it's literally like I get like a percentage of oxygen to my brain. So that's how much of a percentage of sleep. Like, so if I sleep for 8 hours, it's really like a normal person sleeping for like 2 hours. You dig what I'm saying? Or 4 hours or something like that, whatever, right? When I sleep with my CPAP, it's like me sleeping like a normal person. Yeah, man. But yeah. Anyway, man. Anyway. Let's move along, man. This is funny. Look at this. Look at this. This is a basketball player, right? He recently got caught with meth and cocaine and shit. And he's a podcaster now. And it was a big scandal, right? So here go the body cam. The body cam of the arrest came out. And this is his buddy, right? This is his buddy who he's with when they got arrested.
So right now, both of you are being charged with possession of cocaine, okay?
Is there a way for me to take it off for him?
I just don't, that's just not fair. I feel like that you can take it in front of the judge and the judge can decide. You understand?
I'm willing to go on record. He has literally nothing to do with it. I'm telling you that as plain as I can tell you. I picked him up at 8:43 this morning. I guarantee you he has no idea that it was in there because I had no idea it was in there. I know I understand your thing. My father was a lawyer. I fully get it. But, sir, I cannot let you, please do not charge that man with that. Let me take full responsibility for that one. I'll hire my own lawyer. I'll hire everything else. But Tony Allen had absolutely nothing to do with that. Not a single thing. I understand your premise. I understand everything else. Now, what he may have had on him in his personal, I understand that. That's fine. But that charge, please put it 100% on William Hatton. Do not charge Tony Allen with that. I'm saying that in front of all 3 officers.
So right now, both of you are being charged
I like
with
this
possession
guy.
of cocaine,
Is
okay?
there a way for me to take it off for him?
I just don't, that's just not fair. I feel like that you can take it in front of the judge and the judge can decide. You understand?
I'm willing to go on record. He has literally nothing to do with it. I'm telling you that as plain as I can tell you. I picked him up at 8:43 this morning. I guarantee you he has no idea that it was in there because I had no idea it was in there. I know I understand your thing. My father was a lawyer. I fully get it. But, sir, I cannot let you, please do not charge that man with that. Let me take full responsibility for that one. I'll hire my own lawyer. I'll hire everything else. But Tony Allen had absolutely nothing to do with that. Not a single thing. I understand your premise. I understand everything else. Now, what he may have had on him in his personal, I understand that. That's fine. But that charge, please put it 100% on William Hatton. Do not charge Tony Allen with that. I'm saying that in front of all 3.
Okay, we get it, bro. Jesus.
A black dude ain't gonna do that. A black dude will put a gun. A black dude will get in your car with a gun, and the police will pull y'all over. He'll stick the gun between the seat, and the cops will find the gun, and he won't say shit, and he won't claim it. He won't say it's his, and both of y'all will get locked up. Niggas do shit like that. Niggas in the hood, niggas do shit like that. With drugs and guns, niggas don't claim their shit niggas don't be noble like that. Niggas are bad people, Jack. They'll let you take a gun charge for them. They'll let you take a fucking weed charge for them, or they'll at least let you get locked up and let the police. They'll be like, man, if neither one of us claim it, they can't charge it, but they can't put it on nobody. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Where did you learn that at? This white dude is honorable, man. He's a true friend, man. Salute to this white dude, man.
He's been retired, right, Tony Allen?
Oh yeah, Tony Allen was had a long time.
He was good on defense, I remember, right? With Memphis.
Definitely.
He was locked down. I think Kobe
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, he is definitely a lockdown defender. But he's a podcaster now. He's got a
Yeah.
one of the NBA
I
podcasts
want
and shit.
I wonder what the Cavs ended up
There you go
doing.
his foot.
You be leaving the house without.
There you go his foot.
You be leaving the house without your wallet.
Yeah, bro, I was going to do a podcast. Literally, he was telling y'all what he told you everything what was going on. All this extra shit. I don't even know. I'm mad. I should have just got an Uber, bro. Man, y'all bogus, bro. Y'all got me, bro. Should have never came. Got me. I got too much to do with you, man.
Calm down.
No, this is my life. I'm a ball player, bro. I don't got you and got some weed and shit, but you bogus. We don't ever come here. Y'all bogus.
Yeah.
Y'all bogus.
We're gonna go back here.
Why would you?
Come on, Tony.
Why, bro? Y'all told you, bro. I swear to God, officer.
Tony.
I got too much to lose,
Come on,
bro.
man. You be leaving the house without you.
He sounded like George Floyd for a second there.
This was like almost a regular thing at football practice in high school. Just like meltdowns.
Yeah.
Some kids just inconsolable crying over nothing.
Yeah, very emotional. Yeah, very, very emotional. Expressing, to put it like this, the expression of the emotions. I think everybody has emotions. I think it's that sons can't not express them. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm for most of my life, for the most part, I'm very in control of my emotions. Right? I don't snap when I, you know what I'm saying? Like when I feel like snapping, I don't snap. And when I feel like, you know, when I feel different ranges of emotion, I don't let them all out, you know, 100%. So I noticed that about some men. I'd be like, damn, a lot of y'all dudes do be like bleed y'all emotions all over the place. Yeah, you know who I never really seen get emotional? An Asian person. You know what I'm saying? I seen an old Brito get emotional, but I never seen I seen a white dude get emotional, but I never seen a Brito get. I mean,
And then he's attacking.
Yeah,
Asian will just quietly go to a cliff and jump off.
They'll get the samurai sword and dig it in.
Yeah, they'll go around a corner and Harry carry themselves or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. Oh, Harikari. Yeah, that shit is crazy. That shit is insane, man. That's one of the craziest things. When I first learned about that, I was like, nah, that ain't real.
Yo, I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
The samurai, right? That's before dishonor, man.
Yeah, but school kids do it over there, like when they fail tests and shit. Like it's not like let me show y'all this video.
They get a sword and do that?
Yeah, kids, they got fucking forest in China in Japan and shit in China where they just got it's known for kids hanging themselves. Like that's where they
Oh
get
shit!
forest,
Damn.
which, like
If
littered
they
with
fail a
fucking-
test,
Yeah.
could you imagine how many son or Brito kids?
Listen. If you dishonor your family or your family reputation in any way, like it don't even gotta be failing the test. You could just if you bring shame to your family name, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like they feel like that's the noble thing to do. Like they don't feel like that's like a bad thing. They feel like that's like that's the G thing. That, you know how a black person, if they feel like they've been disrespected or shamed, they feel like, you know, wilding out is crashing out is
it's the thing to do.
Yeah, that's like if you don't do that, you a bitch, right? If you don't crash out, sometimes around blacks, if you don't crash out, you a skirt, you a hoe, you know what I'm saying? Shit like
Yeah,
that.
if you don't embarrass the family, you fucking up.
Yeah, Yeah, you ain't
So
you ain't
do
crashed
you
out
think it's
on.
like neurotic act for the Tigers? Could it be like related to that? Because you know how you talked about gliders delete themselves because they're neurotic, right?
Yeah, but also it's the honor, like the society they created that because
Yeah.
of their DNA, their
Ki-
collective DNA, they created the society
Right,
where they
right.
take a lot of honor. So the honor is like a big part of the society. So it's like they make the whereas like we can't understand their society because we're not tigers.
Mm.
So it's like they like it's like when you go to Africa when we go to Africa and we see the African societies the way they are, and we like, damn, how they live like that? You know what I'm saying? We Americans like, how the fuck do niggas live like that? And we can't understand it, but that's their collective, mind created that society. It's the
Yeah.
same way with the Tigers. Like that honor shit is so big. It's so important. It's such a huge part of everything that we can't understand that shit. We can't relate. So it's like
Right.
when you a kid and shit and you fail a test like the standardized test that all the kids take and shit, and it's like now your parents, your family gonna find, you know what I'm saying, people gonna look at you, oh, your last name is this, and you failed this test, and you like, damn, I could either keep living or I could do Harikari, which will basically like pe- that's like me crashing out, right? So it's like people will respect me. They be like, oh yeah, son, son wasn't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? he took the blade and cut his stomach open and shit and bled to death and shit. So it's like, yeah, man, you can't understand that shit, man. You can't even begin to understand that. Cause I'm telling you, man, sons, we not, man. We ain't got no shame. We don't have no honor. We don't. We can show up. You know what I'm saying? After doing some ridiculous shit, we can show up the next day and
Head high.
with our head held high. Yeah, we don't care like about shit like that, and that's not a bad thing. That's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we
Yeah.
are. You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine if some kids were doing that for failing tests? It'd get ugly out here.
Man, not it will be nothing left, huh?
I mean, like 7 kids in every son's school.
Damn.
Oh shit. Yeah, man, you wouldn't have to worry. That'll be a good way to get rid of all these YNs, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm about to get out of here. Let me play this, man. We gonna get out of here, man. Y'all don't want no show tonight. Let me get out of here. Let's play this. But this is speaking about the Asians. Let's do this.
Which is a very sensitive topic, but I think we can't avoid talking about it. It is simply a fact that fraud and cheating and academic dishonesty are regarded very differently in China and India than they are here in the United States. Many people in this room are college students. We've got a lot of students here. Many of you probably attend schools with large numbers of international students. I am sure you have observed organized cheating rings. I was recently at an alumni event at my alma mater, and I asked students there, both international students and American-born students whose parents were Indian or Chinese immigrants, and they all said that from day one of enrolling in their classes, they were inundated with WhatsApp messages offering services of essay writing, or to sell them copies of tests in advance, or to involve them in homework rings where they would give you the answer to that week's problem set. If you talk to professors at schools that have large numbers of international students, they'll tell you, they'll tell you off the record, that for example, the test of English as a foreign language, which is supposed to test your English proficiency in order to come here and become an international student, They see students every year whose scores indicate that they ought to be proficient in English, but who, when you meet the student, can't carry on a simple conversation, can't follow a simple lecture. Professors will only tell you this off the record for a lot of reasons. One, because the schools don't want to publicize that they now have a cheating problem, but also because it can get them in trouble. I'll tell you an anecdote from the University of Maryland, just in our backyard here. A professor there at their business school ended up having to throw out all of the results of a final exam for one of his classes because cheating was so rampant. And in telling his students, in telling his class that he was throwing out all of their test scores, he expressed his dismay at the rise in academic dishonesty that he had observed in the period when foreign students from China had begun to enroll in large numbers in the business school there. That professor was forced to resign because the Chinese students whose cheating he had detected went to the administration and accused him of racial profiling. This is very common. You see it a lot at the UC schools in California, which also have large numbers of foreign students from China. They have learned that if you pry racial profiling, it can insulate students from scrutiny into cheating and make life hell for any professor who accuses you of it. So this kind of fraud is under-discussed, and it's important to talk about it, even though it's a difficult issue. One, because cheating is contagious. If I don't want to see the stigma on cheating erode in America to the levels where it is in India and China. Two, because it's not going to stay on campus. It's going to follow them into their careers as pharmacists or researchers, and at that point it starts affecting all of us. But the third reason, which is under-discussed, I will have my final quote where I'm reading. There's a pseudonymous blogger called The Education Realist who teaches public school out in California who writes a lot about Asian cheating. And he's said something very moving. He said, in the traditional weeding out courses in STEM majors and colleges, like organic chemistry for pre-med, the willingness to accept cheating is convincing a lot of American kids that they aren't smart enough for tough courses because they don't cheat and they aren't aware that others do. So that's who I think about when I think about the rise of cheating and how it affects the rest of us. My final...
Wow. So the Asian kids be cheating like a motherfucker.
Wow. I should have known.
They cry racism when they get caught. Hey, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. Yo, Special Tiger, hit the link and explain yourself.
Cry racism and cry racism.
Revert, yeah, because of Harvard, all the magnet schools, right? Ivy League. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. They get professors fired for being racist. Ain't that a bitch? That sounds like somebody. I can't put my finger on it. Sound like somebody. Wow, man. Well, yeah, man. Salute. It's been a great show, guys, man. Salute, man. Salute to the 3 people that took the $5 challenge, man. I appreciate y'all, man. That's got us this 2 hours, man. What's that? What's that? Like after YouTube take theirs, that's $8 for 2 hours. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Peace out, man.
All right, peace.
Peace out.